Well, it was over 20 years ago that I was over in the States researching underfloor heating systems, looking at the different methods being used. Of course, they were very much into timber framed houses and had started to use I-beams. One of the problems with I-beams is, although it's very good for running pipes in a straight direction from one side of the building to another, when you actually try and run your underfloor heating pipes backwards and forwards, you get to a stage where you're having to thread 100 metres of pipe through small holes, or even in some fairly sharp metal frameworks between these types of joists. So the way that they were getting over this was to actually screed on top of the timber suspended floor. And of course that made a lot of sense to me straight away, because really you don't want to be pushing heat and energy through a resistance material like wood unless you really need to. So this means that actually screeding the timber suspended floor gave you other benefits as well, acoustic benefits. It gave you the feeling of a block and beam floor, but actually you've got a much lower cost alternative of timber suspended floors. The renewables are looking for the lowest possible flow temperature, and the problem is it doesn't matter quite how efficient your underfloor heating is on the ground floor. Your efficiency is going to be based on what type of heating you're using on your timber suspended floors. It could be an oversized radiator, it could be aluminium spreader plates, but either way you're going to have to raise your flow temperature to get the output that you require. So in this instance, it not only gave us a good chance to compare temperatures such as 35 degrees, which is used often for heat pumps. We were actually trying to see what sort of air temperatures we would get internally by utilising that temperature. Actually, what we found is that there was something like 23 degrees as air temperatures into the bedrooms, but this was actually in February of 2011. That particular time, the warmest temperature it got to in the day was -2, the coldest was -9. We were monitoring this through weather stations, and actually through that period, 35 degrees C completely overheated this property. So our belief is that 28-30 degrees into a thermoplane system on timber suspended floors not only gives you great efficiency, but you still get a very responsive system.
Well, let's go and speak to the occupier of the house and find out exactly how he's found it.